Welcome, sir. You're welcome, ma.
You're welcome, sir and ma. And like somebody rightly said on the status, today, not today.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, okay.
Yeah,
It's okay that way. You can shift a little bit forward so that I will show you.
Yeah.
You can move the camera backward a little bit. No.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay. It's okay that way now.
It's okay.
Wow. Welcome today, the Ajayis.
Yeah.
If you are online watching, I want to welcome this wonderful couple. And still in the spirit of 60th anniversary of Nigeria, we decided to go Niger way. Somebody said we shouldn't be celebrating whatsoever. Well, it's our country. We don't have any other country aside Nigeria. And at every opportunity to be able to celebrate Nigeria, we do that. We celebrate marriage. We celebrate our country. Long live Nigeria. Long live marriage all over the world. Long live the Ajayis and long live the Oladipo. Everyone. Thank you very much. So let's roll. Who is there? All right. Can I? Wow.
Mommy, we welcome you. God bless you, ma. Thanks for starting by us.
You are welcome.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining, ma. God bless you, ma.
God bless you, ma. Let me give one thing to mommy. Just 1 second. Mommy, oh, Emma Pelaye. Mommy, oh, Emma Jeromo. Anybody kò ní rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Akànlápá tún kó sẹ́nu trailer àwa nùjẹ́kẹ́.
If it's well.
So, thank you, mommy. We love mothers when they support. Last week it was the same thing. Right now it's the same thing.
Yeah, mama was here last week.
Thank you very much. Let's give the Ajayi the opportunity to welcome everyone at home. So, over to you, the Ajayi. Say hello to the viewers at home.
Okay. We welcome everyone that they are going to join, that is here with us. Everyone that's going to join today, we welcome you. Welcome to our program.
Wow. And from the big man himself.
Yeah, we want to say thank you to everybody that's out of their busy schedules and they try to, as in they're joining us for this program today. We say thank you to everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
And I want to appreciate the Ajayis for accepting our invitation, for honoring our invitation. We want to say thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, ma. God bless you. And God bless your home.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Le Voyage.
Yeah.
The journey. Yoruba will say, Lala Olu, Akutuku Maso. I don't want to say more than that. Let me start with the way we normally start. Women first, right?
No, you can come.
Yeah. And I'm going to ask our Mrs. Ajayi in one word. In one word, how do you see marriage?
Marriage is great.
Wow. Marriage is great. You can ask the daddy of the house now.
Yeah, same question to daddy. How do you see marriage in one word?
Yeah, well, I would say marriage is and has been fascinating.
Wow.
Fascinating. Great. Each week we definitely get new dictionary, new English, new adjective to qualify marriage. Fascinating, great, wonderful. I want to appreciate everyone. Now we move on. Yeah. Over to you, ma'am. The first question.
Yeah, the first question I have here, is that the first or?
Yeah.
All right, sir. There's always a period of adaptation when you newly get married. In your own case, how easy was it for you to adapt from bachelorhood or to, okay, now let me say to that now, from bachelorhood to married status?
Starting with?
Well, I would say it's a bit kind of will I say challenging? No. Well, I would say challenging, and because
The place you work.
being bachelor and migrating to married life, it's first of all because marriage is what has been designed by God, and that we just have to follow the God's word, and by so doing, it wasn't easy for me as a person, but it just have to happen. One day, we have to off the market, like they used to say. So we just have to leave what the is and just say, okay, hey, settle with one. Even if now how it's going to be, you just have to let it go and like, okay, last, I'm off market. So
Wow,
it's
that's a
not
good step.
an easy thing, but it's ongoing ongoing something which we have to just live with, manage it. It's ups and down actually, to be honest. So at times you'll be like, why? We're like, what? It's a must do. So come what may, you just have to like let it go. Then stick with whatever comes or happen in the marriage. Then you have to at times be hopeful, pray, then, among other things. But living bachelorhood, it's to be it takes a lot from for me. Me as a person, it takes a lot from me. But I just have to let it go and allow it to happen. That is.
Wow. Within these few words, I've really gained a lot. And viewers at home, listen carefully. Listen to the word between the words. That's what I would say. It takes a lot to live bachelorhood. And like our guest said, it wasn't easy. So let me tell you out there, nobody tells you marriage is going to be easy. Let's start with that. Nobody in the whole world, for the viewers out there, nobody in the world tells you marriage is going to be easy. And if you keep deceiving yourself and you are telling yourself marriage will be that very easy thing, but it is enjoyable. It is fascinating. It is great, like they said. Even if it's a little bit taxing, it's a little bit daunting, marriage is beautiful. And to Mrs. Ajayi, having to leave spinterhood, having to live the scaly life, now me pretty like this, now me be the best in the whole world. And you have to be under somebody who will have to tell you, no, you can't do that now. We need to do some other thing. And if you are a free soul and you are used to, I just want to do my thing my way, most women, I just want to do my thing my way. So how easy was it for you having to shed that title of spinterhood to becoming a married woman?
Thank you for having us, sir.
You're welcome.
Anyway, stay on that. As my mom used to say, marriage is an institution that if you have ventured into it, if you are entering it, no coming back. So, yeah, and I think it's not something you've decided on. That okay, it's not like maybe you woke up this morning and said, okay, I want to go to someone's house without maybe they invite you or you want to have something to do there. No, but this one is a decision. Okay, it is time for me to go. My mom said, are you sure, Esther? I said, yes. Now what happened? I said, okay, no problem. All right. So in as far as you've decided that, okay, this thing you are going, no coming back. And it requires a lot of sacrifices. That's what I would say. For example, something happened. Immediately we got married. After the honeymoon and everything, I traveled back to Lagos where I was working. So he followed me down. We traveled together. Unlike me, when it's like 7:38, maybe I'm almost in my dreamland, sleeping. And after we got married, my husband was maybe expecting us to talk, to chat, to communicate. I was like, what have I entered? I don't know. And I would be sleeping. Even though if he's talking, I would just be sleeping. There was a day I woke up, I saw him staring at me that I know within him that I would be saying that I hope I've entered one chance, but there's so the next day, you now called me that, okay, Esther, you know that I will travel back. Maybe by next week, I'm going to travel back. If you are doing like this, we have only 1 week. During the day, you go to work. When you come back, after cooking, sleep. I was like, hey, what have I entered? But later, the way he talks to me, I even called my mom that, he told me it's enter by. But my mom said no, that everything is going to assume normalcy. You just have to be patient. And till he traveled back, I think I was able to manage some. So I think I was able to cope with that, child, like that.
Time of adaptation, getting to know one another. I remember I used to do some sale of people with MTN midnight call. And it's always 18 to talk. Men always want to talk. That's another point I want people to understand. Men always want to talk. We might not be talking the way women talk, especially during the night when you've gone to work, you came back, you've eaten.
That kind of talk now.
That kind of talk, you understand. Men always want to talk. And that's another lesson for people here. Don't complain my wife talks too much or my husband talks too much. It will be wrong if he or she has to start talking to some other people and not you. So when he or she chooses to talk to you, listen. So it wasn't easy, right? But now you were coping. We can see it is very easy now.
And for the singles out there, they are learning. So
for the singles out there, one of the singles said, when are you going to have a program for us? We are having a program for you now. Because you have to learn
the process.
It's not always very easy coming into marriage, especially when you've been in the market, so to say, for long. You really enjoy bachelorhood. So when you suddenly want to drop that title, spinterhood or bachelorhood, it's always a very difficult moment. And that's why we're looking at the journey today, Le Voyage, the journey. How easy was it? My next question is a little bit revealing. It says, spouses do crazy things and some succeeded in hiding this during courtship. I want to talk to the Ajayi now. Mention one or two things or habits that you never believed your spouse had. And you only came to discover after marriage, and it's like, really? What have I really gotten myself into?
No.
Like they say, when you eventually open the parcel, the black market, you know, when you buy things on Black Friday, a lot of things become very cheap. You buy them. So when you eventually want to open what you buy on Black Friday, you will see whether it is really black or white. So now, what are those things? I'm going to start with Mommy Gideon. What are those things discover after marriage? So my husband does this and I
never knew.
I never knew.
Okay. In my own case, it's really even happened.
You can hear that you're bribing Mommy.
Bribe already.
You're bribing her by touching her head. Mommy Jody, speak on.
Speak on.
I with you.
Okay. I met my husband through my friend.
Okay.
And he was so don't really, as in, we don't sit down to talk one-on-one before it came to do wedding. So it's just this normal phone call, normal video call. So I didn't know so many things about this my husband.
Wow, interesting.
So as in, I'm very sure of is he doesn't look away. As in, he doesn't look away from something that very little like this. I just bam. I was like, leave me. What is it now? So as I grew up I grew up with my mom. I and my sister. So anything we are doing in my house, my mom just, as in, we are free to anything. So even though if I woke up around 11 or 10, I will meet my food. I will always see something. Even though if I tell my mom, oh, I don't want to eat this, my mom will give me money, go and buy food. I don't have problem with that. But on getting married, if I put one plate here, my husband will be like, why are you putting it there? I said, okay, I'm tired. I will carry it later. Leave it there. He said, eh? No. As in, then he sees me like maybe on is it on Tayo or on Ket? I'm very professional.
Both of them are okay.
Through both of them.
I didn't care. I didn't send though, because you cannot kill me. Is it because I'm married? Then if and again, I didn't like if he's at home, that I met her at home, maybe I'm coming from work. No, because okay, what happened yesterday? As I came back from work, I was sitting down, already tired, and my husband was like, "Are you not going to remove your dress and something?" I was like, what happened? Let me rest now. As in all those things, even in the kitchen, my husband be like, this plate, wash it. I was like, hey, I like to do things in my own free will. When I'm ready, I will do it. And it's not that maybe I'm rough. No, I'm very clean, no, but I will do it when I'm ready. But this my husband, he's something. He's like, why did you do this? Why did you do this? Why? So he doesn't look away. Even to when we are going to the mall, he will be timing me. Okay, let's say he was outside waiting for me. When it is like 10 minutes, hello, where are you? Come outside. I was like, what is this now? So all those things is what I discovered after our normal conversation on phone. That how are you? I love you, and this one is reality, and it's still happening.
What you order for and what you get.
What you order for versus what you get.
What you get in this one, you see, in this situation.
Wow.
I think viewers at home are listening. What you order for versus what you get. When you marry a perfectionist, everything has a place and every place has a thing. So, and if you are the one that is free Mandela, I can do it later, like Mrs. Ajayis said, we can always do it later. I can do this one. Okay, I want to do it at my own time. Yeah. Definitely you have that kind of a thing. So that's one thing you discover, that you now have to do everything at a time. Everything has to be in a place, and every place has to have a team that is in there. Yeah. So, more.
Yeah. I think she said everything right.
Now,
okay.
Now,
he doesn't like to drive. He doesn't like driving.
Wow.
And me, I love going out. Like this one now, I went to do delivery of what I'm selling. For him to say, okay, let's go. It will be, all this. It takes 1 minute, 1 kilometer. I was like, is it not money I want to go and collect from somewhere I'm going? He will be like, okay, I am. As all those things, I don't like it, but he's still doing it. That's what I discovered. Later, I was like, okay, he doesn't like driving. That's it. But I discovered it later.
Okay. Let me give you a warning now. He's still doing it. Can I shock you? He won't stop doing it.
Yes.
The basis for it is adjustment. Yeah. Over to you, sir.
Yeah,
I would say what I discovered after having marriage. It's me. I'm a kind of person that let's say not that I don't meet people, not that I don't have friends, not that I don't. For example, it's not that they will start a conversation that I will not be able to contribute, say politics, say football, say movies, say everything, because I'm just the news. I will see it. But now, like, unlike my wife, she's there now. But, hey, mommy, what? That's why I was like, in this Doha, what she met me here. Many people will be like, that again, I was like, okay, sir, but I don't know you. You're like, I saw your wife. I was like, oh, okay.
Mommy, they didn't come to her.
Okay. Well,
Oh my.
Well, I was like, okay, we are somewhere, maybe out.
Yeah.
Tell people, if something comes up to talk about, fine. If it doesn't, it's okay. But they are ready to like, oh, this is it. Okay, this is it. I'm like, okay. Well, I wouldn't say that, but it's the type that, as in, she's quick to make friends. I'm like, okay, I'm not saying no blame, but I need to be like,
yeah, extroverts.
But extroverts that have been, and I will just have to part of life, part of marriage, live with it. Because I can't say no, don't talk to people, don't mix. But me, I keep friends, but all like that's the what will I say? That's the one thing that differentiates us. But I'm living with it. That's part of marriage.
So when a plague marries a sanguine,
she just at times I'm like, we have to talk. Like, okay. When I get home, by the time I call, when we after work, I will just be calling. Nobody's speaking. I'm like, she has slept over. I'm like, when I call in the morning, I'm sorry, I slept. And you know our time between Nigeria and like maybe definitely I'll be sleeping when she wakes up. I'll be I've slept. I'm like, but like when she enter, daddy, the difference is clear.
Wow.
This is wonderful.
This is wonderful. In fact, very calm, but a lot. If you are following Le Voyage, you are learning a lot. I ship in something. When a phlegmatic marries a sanguine, it's always the same thing. I'm a sanguine. I flip up within 1 second. Even before thinking what I'm about to do, I've started already. So I'll get to midway and I was like, okay, how are you going to finish this? So now, Mommy JD, somebody said, because I'm reading the comment, that go and learn how to drive. That's part of the comment.
Because I thought that this morning I was like, Madam, you will go with your delivery one day by Uber. So we know how much we know as how much I should be charging you. Imagine charging me. To drive around to do things. But it's just part of things that happens in marriage as well. You have to support, you have to sacrifice, you have to let go of some things. Like Fridays, I love being, because on Thursdays, I hardly go out. Maybe I can watch TV, watch news till 2, 3 a.m. before I go sleep. So on Friday morning, I hardly wake up early like that. Maybe it's and due to this pandemic, we can't go to church like that. So I'll just take my time to sleep. But by 6:37, you'll be seeing messages on your locations on your phone. Wakra. You say, people are more like.
Free delivery on Friday. Wow, Le Voyage. I hope people are listening. See, marriage brings about one thing along with it. It is called inconvenience. You might give it some other name because we want to sweeten marriage. You will give it some other name. Oh, it's love. If there is no inconvenience in marriage, who tells you so?
What are friends for?
What are friends for if not for inconvenience? And inconvenience is sweet. It's not sweet, my brother. But marriage is sweet because inconveniences are part of marriage. And that's why I keep telling husband and wife, you are watching us at home, please, whatever he's doing that is probably getting on your nerve every now and then, he will keep doing it. No one learns to use the left hand at old age. You hardly could change a man. You hardly could change a woman. So you must adapt, a moment of adaptation to be able to enjoy marriage. That's why we call it the journey. Keep moving. So according to Daddy Jaden, you will love to stay at home on a Friday like this, and Iyalaje would like to do free delivery on a Friday like this. It's always that way, and it's part and parcel of marriage. For the people watching us at home, please realize that man or woman can never be free in life. Before I will ask the next question, I want to chip in this. You can never be free in life. When you start at tender age, you think your parents are hampering your movement. You want to be free. You will soon get out from your parents' house to school, and the teacher become another problem. They can beat you maybe in the primary school. You get to secondary school level and you think, okay, I will soon be in the university where nobody can beat me. The lecturer zone is worse. They won't be able to beat you, but they will put too much issue that you will prefer the beating of the secondary and the primary school than their problem. Now you were thinking, when I get out of university, I will be free. Thank you. The journey continues. The moment you get there, you will see one fine woman and one fine handsome man. Yes, I do. And then
the do starts.
And by the time you are complaining about that,
children come in.
Those people in the background now, they come. You will never be free. And by the time they eventually leave, you still want them back. We desire freedom, but nobody needs total freedom. Because total freedom means you are not existing. The next question, Ray.
Yeah, the next question, I think I'm going to ask Daddy Jaden to come first.
Okay.
It's always difficult to understand each other's excesses, especially for the new couples. How did you cope with your spouse's annoying behavior?
Yes. Those times when you feel like...
Yeah, I would say... prior to the wedding, or prior to being getting married, my parents, especially I would say my dad, we don't get along like that. We used to, he sees me like I'm like him, that kind of a thing. So with things, with talking, with action, it would be like, you are the one that looks like me. So once in a while, he will just tell me like, Femi, whenever you are ready or when you are able to, get married, it will take a lot from you. So what is you live with it? By so doing, prior to saying yes, I do to your wife, or you bring someone home, be sure that you are ready to be with her like till forever. So take your time. And don't tell me after some time, like, oh, no, something is not going on, that you have to know. So living with this woman.
I love that.
this
woman.
I would say it's just a process. It's a procedure that you cannot just, it can't stop. It will keep going up as it's a continuous stop. Like I would say, for example, maybe 2 days ago, no, maybe 3 days ago, precisely, we were ready to go out. Everybody is dream dress up. Just all of a sudden, she just said something. I was like, okay, go. I just came to the sitting room, take my phone, started playing game. Then she went to the bedroom, she come back. Are you not going to work? What are you still doing? I said, I will go. Just go. She was like, why are you playing game at this time? It's almost 7 o'clock. I said, madam, go. Because as a kind of person, if at that, what she said that as in gets me angry, if I should go to the bedroom, have my shower, take bath, I don't know what will happen if I zoom off. I might jump red light, I might hit someone. But the best thing is, he was like, okay, you are playing game to calm down, right? So you know you did what I don't like. Okay, yeah, I'm happy. So yeah, did it. And that time, my driver was already downstairs calling her, come. So later on her way, she called me again. And you now, I'm already heading out. So it's something that at times we eat you up, you like. But before I would talk, she knows. Like you said the other time, I hardly look away from things. So with her, I just know that I just have to. Like in this house now, like we will make rule like every day, no, every 1 week. Now we make in the morning, okay, we agree, we'll be maybe, say for example, we're washing our plates. Because me, I want kitchen, our kitchen. This is your kitchen, it's like your, as in make it look
to be spotless.
An unexpected guest that will be coming. I want to enter our kitchen. You'll be like, fine. How much? We are just 3 meeting like 5, 6 plates. I don't like that kind of thing. But you'll be like, oh, I'll wash it when I come back from work. I'll wash it when it's tomorrow morning. Like a rule that says we should be washing our plates after each meal. Okay, perfect by me. I gladly okay. That rule, doesn't last.
3 hours.
Like you are, I just said you are Ashofin, you make rule. Now what is happening? It's broken already.
Wow.
Just have to let it go. You just okay. So it takes tolerance. It takes letting go of something. As in, you have to just let down some things in you before you could say, that's how you have to marry. It hasn't been easy. That's the fact. It hasn't been easy.
The bachelors out there, you have to let it go sometimes.
Yeah.
I hope you are learning. Don't say we are not having your program. This is your program now.
Exactly.
You have to let it go sometimes. The Journey is a program that if you are bachelor and you are watching today, you need really to listen. And if you are married and you are still having issue in sorting some of these things out, you also need to listen. You just have to let go. And I said something jokingly at the beginning of this program that, oh, he's doing something and you are getting angry, right? He won't stop doing it. He won't stop doing it. Oh, she's getting on your nerve, right? She won't stop getting on your nerve. Actually, God created her to get on your nerve because there are some of the nerve that is dormant that needed to be getting upon so that you can wake up and do things. So he won't stop doing it. She won't stop doing it. How then do we harmonize marriage and enjoy it if he will not stop and he will not stop? Amojukuro, Ametikuro, Amarakuro. That's Yoruba word. You have to look the other way. You have to listen less, just hear without acting on it. And you have to learn to control yourself and react less. So, ma, over to you. And thank you for the viewers out there. We enjoyed the turnout. Over to you, ma. What are those things? Oja okunkun, the black market. How do you cope when it seems like? How do you cope?
Do you cope with the excesses?
The excesses.
Firstly, I accept that I'm married, as in I'm a married woman now. I already accept that one. So if there's anything in there, we'll paddle it together. There's no way. Okay, I remember one time we had issues. So I called my mother. Me, I'm coming no more. In born Leo. One Yoruba, one Yoruba adage. One is a benny ponti paleleyon. I was like, which ale? What is that? Everybody have known that you are married. Who is going to marry you? Which home you are coming to? The day on the wedding day, I single-handedly, after all the ceremony and everything, came to your mom-in-law. And I remember that day, she just went to hand my hand to my mother-in-law that this is Esther. This is yours. I was like, so if it is yours, you can still collect me back. I don't have problem with that. But later, my mom was like, okay, I should just have, as in, I should be patient. Even in my talking to her that day, he knows that Esther is really, really angry. So maybe the second day, she called me on phone, she calmed me down. Again, I said, okay, no problem. Firstly, my mom said, accept that you are married. You are not single again. So if there is anything in the canoe, you guys will paddle it together. That's how the canoe will sail to its destination. It will not capsize along the road. And again, I used to communicate. Okay, I let it. Yeah. If there's anything, and he always shows in his action, he reacts it that okay, maybe I've offended him. Now, okay, let me come talk. Let's talk. What have I done this time? And you tell me, okay, oh yeah, I'm sorry, madam. And that's it. Communication, it goes a long way in our own marriage, as in it's still, because if there's anything, as in, let's say he did something and I didn't like it, I will, okay, maybe it was today, I will leave the whole of today. The second day, I will now call him that. This is what you did. Are you, as in, think of it. Is it okay? Is it normal? As in, a normal thing. Then you will say, okay, oh yeah, sorry, Esther, I'm sorry. And I'll say, okay, sorry. Just let us learn and let this our marriage, let it be going. Okay, that's what I want. Means I want peaceful home now. I said, okay. So we always correct ourselves in love. We always correct. Correct.
Someone was talking.
I always correct him also. If there's anything.
That's why you are there. You are his correcting fruits. Someone is writing to you here, Mommy Jadine. This is letter to Mommy Jadine. Which home you are married today, tomorrow no more. You are married forever. So don't dream of any home in Mama's home.
Somebody said there is no place, no more room for you in Mama's house. So you can call.
I said I'm coming. It was that night. I'm coming. I'm not doing anything. It was like, where are you going? You want all my friends as in to put me to shame, or what is this? What happened and that? I'm saying no problem. So firstly, I accept the fact that I'm married. Secondly, we communicate. Yeah.
Communication.
We correct ourselves in love. Yeah. That's it.
If only we can talk. If only we can talk. And if we can talk more. If only we can talk, and if we can talk more, marriage will be fantastic. Communication is important. And like she said, to every woman out there, to every man out there, there's no going back. there is no way to go back.
Yeah.
There is no other place for you where you left. Once you leave that place, you leave it forever. For women, they still say they have a place where they can go, right? Unfortunately for men, we don't. Because we have already left. That's what the Bible says. We have to leave. So once we leave, there is no going back. And I want to say this to the singles watching us today. It will not always be rosy. That's why we bring in the Journey Le Voyage, the journey. It will not always be easy. If you are married out there and you are watching us today, please, when you get back home tonight, realize what Mrs. Ajayis said. I realize I am married. First and foremost, you must realize you're married. Unless it's a matter of life and death and somebody's life is at stake, there is nothing that can never be settled in marriage. There is nothing that you cannot come together to settle.
Yeah. There's a question here from us.
There's a question. I hope we'll be able to finish this today because the way it's going right now, time is going.
My question to Mommy Jaden and Daddy Jaden: in a situation where couple are not in the same country, how can one make a marriage work? Okay, that's another question.
That's another question. And for the person asking the question, before Mommy Jaden will answer also, we'll ask you to go back into our YouTube channel to watch one of the episodes of InstaLiveWithSeyiFunmi, where we talk about married bachelors. Married bachelors. We titled the message Married Bachelor, the program for couples that were married and they are living apart. I think we have part 1, part 2. 2 different guests came online. We have them coming online and they talk a lot about it. So over to you, Mommy Jaden and Daddy Jaden.
Okay. If I will get the question, the person that has the question says, if the couples are not in the same country, so how are they going to cope with each other? To my own surprise, you know that before my husband came home, that we did wedding, in fact, now that we are together, we have so many misunderstandings now that we are together. Unlike when we are still in a separate country, we are not together. You know what your husband wants. Okay, by this so time, he likes to call. You'll be available. Even though if you are not available, you tell him ahead, oh, by this also that you want to call, I'm not going to be available. It's already known to both of them. I will still go back to that communication. It goes a long way. That time, we hardly have fights or anything, because I know he will call me, okay. When he's going to work, he will call me, okay. When it is time to do it, okay. Before we got married, then he was like, maybe we should do, is this Skype? Okay. I didn't know that, okay, Mommy, please, so my viewers, I was like, if you are doing video, I was even saving for him. I was like, if you are doing video call, it will take your money, as in the money that you spent on data and everything. Let's be doing our normal call. My husband want that video call badly. That me, I want to be doing accounting mama, as in saving money for him. That no, don't let us spend money on video call and that. As in we maybe 2 or 3 weeks, we are still on it. I want this, you don't want this. I want this, you don't want it. Later, when now so looking that what happened to you, Esther? Someone want to see you. Is it not his money that you want to use? He will even be sending data, as in the money and everything, to you. I said, okay. Then, in fact, I love video call more than normal. They were forcing me to do then. So communication, and you understand yourself. We have some husband, we have some people that they can vouch for their wife, that okay, my wife will be in so place, and it should be like that, because they already understand themselves. I think that's what I can say.
All right.
Well, I would say married bachelor, like you said. I watched that episode actually, and at start of our marriage, we are apart for probably was it
8 or 9?
maybe 4,
No, 8 or 9.
like married in March, then we came around August.
No.
So we are married maybe after marriage. Okay, we are apart for a long during courtship, but immediately after marriage, maybe 5-6 months.
I joined
So
you.
then we joined. So it's how would I say it's a bit challenging because and first if the time difference is there, it's not much. Okay, it's perfect. But if the difference maybe like like Qatar, Canada, Qatar, Australia, Qatar, like that. If it is like that, I think it can be kind of maybe difficult. I won't say difficult, but if they will adjust to it. Like now, maybe US is just waking up or Qatar or Canada is just waking up. We're already about to sleep. So if my wife is there, I'll be like, okay, I want to sleep. She's waking up. So I think it's what they can work out by affecting the time difference. It's okay, by this time we will be talking at this time. It's really basic things, sir. To be honest, it's having first trust, loving your partner, then capital. You have to be communication. To be honest, you have to be. Like this time we are talking about this, tomorrow we are talking about this. What is the next plan? Right. So I think with that, with the little knowledge, you, sir, Salma, you are my boss in that arena. So we are just upcoming.
All right. All right. I will chip in something along that line, and I will still want the person to watch Married Bachelor. But I actually stay away from my family for almost 5 years. I was here and they have to join me after 4 years, 10 months. They joined me after 4 years. Yeah, 4 years, 10 months.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you one thing, the best thing to shorten the distance, to make you come closer together is communication. When you talk often, when you find time to talk to one another, even if the time difference, marriage is all about giving. And part of what you have to give is this your time. If it is inconvenient, you have to make the inconvenience a convenient thing for you. At the end of the day, it's all about sacrifice. Life is all about sacrifice. And believe me, honestly, there is absolutely nothing that is free in life. Nothing is ever free in life. Your marriage is going to cost you something. Your education is going to cost you something. Going to your job is going to cost you something. Everything you do in life, serving God is going to cost you something. Raising kids is going to cost you something. There is nothing that is absolutely free in life. So for that person, please let him or her understand that you have to make sacrifice. And part of the sacrifice is your time. You have to communicate. You have to trust one another. And I can say it is easy because I did it for almost 5 years. And the marriage is still as sweet as it is now. So if we were not together in Qatar for 5 years, Qatar to Nigeria, and we keep communicating and we are able to do it, anybody can do it. Finally, you have to learn to calm down when you are not together.
Calm down.
I will stop at that because our time is fast spent.
Yeah.
We will look at the next question. We won't be able to finish it. We still have some 2 or 3 other questions right over here. We won't be able to finish it, but we'll look at it if we can very fast. Looking back on the journey so far, what is the secret behind the success of this marriage despite these differences? So who will go first now?
Okay, let me go. Okay. What I will say is the secret is, firstly, God. There's anything, I'll call on God, that God, please, this is me. I am your daughter. You know, just come to my aid and ask me. That's it. And again, patience.
Wow.
You can't work with my husband if you don't have patience at all. No. Because if we do some things like, I would like, what happened to this now? What happened to you? But I would just I like to look away with something. I would just look away. In fact, you will be talking to me, I will not answer you. Because that's when you will know that you did something that I didn't like. So I look away, patient, and understanding yourself. I took my time, and I'm still in need, as in the process, to understand this is what you want in the morning. Okay, by this also time when we wake up in the morning, he just want, okay, let's say now my husband wants me to prepare everything that I'm going to, as in for next day when we are going to school. He wants everything to be prepared. So it's for my own good and for my own peace of mind, that I won't be rushing the next day that, oh, it's time, I'm late already. My husband likes it, but still I'm still finding it difficult to do anything. As in, you just let me wake up and I will do it. Don't worry. Though sometimes time will go, but still I will still do it. So I understand him. And I work with him with patience. That's it. That's what has been helping me.
Working with him with patience.
Good. Then understanding him.
I think on this note, we have to put a stop for today.
What?
Yeah. Because we still have some question and answer, which with the couples game that you have to do. And we are looking at the time right now. And if peradventure, we will have to talk to the Ajayis behind the screen and ask them that we will still inconvenience them again for them to be able to come back. We'll pick it up from there when Mr. Ajayis will have to explain the secret behind the success of the marriage. That's where we're going to pick it up next time we're picking it. I want to appreciate everyone for today's program, especially the turnout. And I want to say this, the unfinished business definitely will be finished. What we are coming to realize in Marriage is Beautiful is this: the 1 hour is never enough. So if we keep deceiving ourselves, we'll be able to finish an episode. It's like we're deceiving ourselves. So in order for us not to try to rush things, because people are there listening and watching, they need to see the business finish. In order for us to be able to finish the business very well, we will have the part 2 of Le Voyage. But before then, Oni, the question and the answer time. The rule: don't argue. If it is you, you have to accept. And when it is your spouse, just like this. I don't want like this and like this. I want like this from here and like this, that it is me. So when you are doing like this, then we have to sort it out. So starting with question number 1.
Okay.
Who is the best cook?
Who is the best cook?
Wow.
Wow, you deserve an award. You deserve an award.
I love that. Yeah.
Question number 2. Who is the social media freak?
Twitter.
Yes.
Twitter.
Businesswoman.
Facebook.
Everything.
That's good.
Number 3.
Yeah, who says I love you first?
Who says I love you first?
I love you first. I do. But you
And number 4. Who is the more patient? I know that would be a tactical question.
Wow, that's great.
So, and on a final note, the last question. Mommy, Jade, why are you serious with this one? You didn't know the question I'm asking, you're already like this. Relax. And the last question, I would say, I don't want an argument with this. I just want a one-word answer. Who wants more kids?
Of course.
You saw the way it is now.
My family, I want
Because in the marriage, the husband might say, okay, 3 is okay for us. And then we are like, somebody will say, okay, I want 6. So when I said, who want more kids, it doesn't have to do with what you have now. Who at the beginning of the marriage always said, okay, Alan, it doesn't now. We can have up to 2. So it's matter. All right, thank you very much for today. I'm going to look at it, and we are going to say this to everybody that is here today. This program will be on the YouTube tonight. I don't know, maybe 10 o'clock, maybe 9 o'clock, our Qatar time. This program will be on the YouTube. If you have missed it, please go there at marriageisbeautifulg4. Search us out on YouTube. Marriage is Beautiful G4. You can search us out. If you search Marriage is Beautiful, you see our face. You definitely see a lot of our programs. So please ensure to be, and if you are watching, you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, what are you waiting for? Please. Thank you. Said you really enjoyed the program. Thank you very much. The Ajayis are still going to come back, honestly, for the part 2 of the program. And we will be announcing in our next program any day that they will be coming back. We still have a lot of people that is online waiting to finish the unfinished business. Thank you, the Ajayis, for coming. We really appreciate you. And we want to say thank you to our special guest, Jaden. Can you help me to clap for the special guest? We always give the special guest the clap. Thank you, Jaden. And from the Ajayi, what do you have to say to the viewers before you go?
I really appreciate all my viewers, everyone that are present. I have so many goodies for you. Don't worry. This is Ajayi. Thank you, all my friends in Nigeria. You join. And here in Qatar, I love you. Thank you so much. Wait for Ajayi.
Okay. 10 seconds to go.
We appreciate your time given to view this program. It's a beautiful program. So, like they used to say, marriage is beautiful. So, please.
And on this note, SeyiFunmi is saying, thank you. We love you. Bye.